Speaking of going places and doing things, I worked it around into a successful segue.
Segues.
Welcome to the
Coiled around there.
Welcome to the Average Adventuring Party podcast, where the adventurers may be average, the party is still average, everything's average here. How about that?
Perfectly average. Thank you very much.
Hey, Dice, roll average, please.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. Yeah. I would accept rolling average. That's a doubling for me. With the last game, I think I couldn't get higher than a 6.
I'm the statistic anomaly. I don't want average because then I stop rolling 18s.
What a terrible, terrible life you lead. Rolling 18s constantly.
No. I want things to continue the way they are. Fuck everyone else's rolls. I've been rolling 18s.
So that's what happened. You stole all their luck.
I don't know. My Annie die was doing pretty good, except for that natural one.
So now we know who do the voodoo.
I do the voodoo.
That you do.
Okay. Oh. New Patreon tier. You can send me your dice and I will give them my good juju.
Oh, even better. Patreon tier. You send Ray the dice and she do the hoodoo on your GM's dice. I mean, $5 for Ray to roll your dice?
Yeah, I've flat out said, you guys send us dice, we will either bless or curse them as a group and send you pictures.
It's really it's kind of a grab bag. You're like, am I getting a blessing? Am I getting a curse?
Is it getting better? Is it getting worse?
Yes.
Was it ever worth it?
Actually, we all know that if people sent us their die, they would be horribly cursed.
I promise not to eat them and pass them whole. Only do that to Ray's dice.
That's oddly specific.
I mentioned that a couple episodes ago.
Yeah.
So speaking of being oddly specific, what happened last time, you guys?
I don't know, stuff
I
and
can
things.
show you the world.
Things and stuff.
Hashtag Disney don't sue.
I only used like 3 seconds of it. They can't sue over that.
I'm sorry, have you met the mouse? Because he'll sue over anything.
The joke's on you, they already own us, so we're in the good.
And I have questions about my pay.
At least we don't work for Watsy.
Oh, yeah.
Probably want to cut that.
Oh no,
No, keep it.
they're at the time of this recording, they're the butt of the entire gaming industry.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, and the bright side is we were talking about butt stuff just a minute ago.
I want the listeners to understand that we don't routinely talk about butt stuff. It just occasionally comes up.
It's usually mouth stuff.
Yeah, we usually talk about mouth stuff.
I love the fact that you have to put a disclaimer in. We're not often talking about butt stuff.
Can that go on the main webpage, like disclaimer, like right underneath the title? We do not normally talk about butt stuff.
Add it as a tag on Twitter. Butt
Welcome
stuff.
to the Average Adventuring Party, where we do not normally talk about butt stuff.
Well, we are average, so we talk about butt stuff the average amount of times. Yeah. Yeah.
But anyway,
So speaking of
Saw
butt
that
stuff,
last session.
my fifth segue in a row.
Your fifth attempt.
So what happened last time?
oh, fuck, you're gonna make me remember shit. I do know that we went to, after an epic music battle, we went to the estate of House Tabakunan, where Galdrien is seeking an audience with the matron of the house.
We bought her wine.
We brought her some wine. Galdrien paid from like.
Bacardi funds.
Galdrien stole everybody else's money.
I mean, he's not going to see them for a while, so.
Oh, guys, I'm so glad we're back together. I conveniently lost all the money in that volcano eruption.
I'll pay you back, guys, the next time I see you.
No, I want to shout out that I'm very, very proud of Stephanie for using Saiyna's backgrounds in the manner that they were meant to be used. Bodyguard and tracker. Actually performed as a bodyguard and a tracker.
I mean, sometimes this works out.
Yeah, and we're going to House Tabakunan because we know Galdrien's father has been dead since before he was born. So as a result, someone has been in his place this time. And we're trying to leverage Galdrien's father's ties to this halfling merchant house in order to try to maybe see if we can find out who done it, who has been taking his place, or and how can Galdrien get. He's not particularly attached to the idea of taking over his father's empire or organization, but he also knows that it's what his father would have wanted, and at the very least he can see it through to, getting it to someone that can be trusted with it.
Yeah.
Maybe like a regent or something like that, someone that he can that can run things while he goes off gallivanting around the world and saving, puppies and orphans and kittens and lusty elf maidens.
Adopting all three.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's where we'll pick up. If you recall, you guys, through Rhys's network of connections, had been invited to dinner at one of the House Tobaccunon spires, and you had landed. There was a halfling and a bunch of lantern archons who led you indoors, where there was a dark room that became lit up, and you were told you could wait here. Excuse me. As that happens, Krii pulls Saiyna aside by just kind of like grabbing onto her belt and very gently but firmly, I'm like, hey, can I have a word with you just for a minute over here, like right away from, everybody else over here.
Saiyna will scoop her up, put her on her shoulder, and move over there.
Oh yeah, that works too. Hey, look, I feel like we maybe got off on the wrong foot. I need a huge favor from you.
Depends. What is this favor?
Well, actually, I need two favors.
I'm still waiting.
Okay, first, I need to go have a conversation with someone, and she pulls up her wrist, which has nothing on it, now. And second, I need you to give this to Galdrien. And she hands you what looks to be a small box, and it's got a letter wrapped around it, and then it's got there's a rolled letter on top of it, and then there's a bow wrapped around it. And she goes, tell him, and you can phrase it however you'd like, that someone gave you this and you can't remember who, but it was for him. But it wasn't for me.
Okay. Is there any chance that this could harm him?
I mean, there's always a non-zero chance that anything could harm anybody. So that's a very loaded question.
In the manner I'm asking.
Is there an overwhelming chance that it could harm him? Probably not.
Okay, then we want to have a quarrel over this.
Oh, also a third favor. Make an excuse for me.
Oh, don't worry, I already have that in mind. When they know you're gone.
A good excuse.
You mean that you turned into a cat and skittered off somewhere?
Yeah, that tracks.
It was
See.
a prime litter box location.
I mean, this is Krii we're talking about here. She may have gone off just to pee somewhere just because she can.
Yeah. She kind of pats you on the head and says, I did mean it. I would eat you, but I would prefer not to because I kind of like you. And say what you want, but you're pretty good for Galdrien. In the overarching scheme of things.
I am sorry if we had to have that altercation. Even though my declaration still stands, I don't care how big your teeth are. If you harm him, I will make it very unpleasant for you.
Sure.
But hopefully we will not have to enjoy that moment.
She takes her leg and runs it down to your elbow and lifts your arm up, and it goes, yeah, probably about that big, and gestures to your whole arm. And she goes, no, I just, listen, my sister's got this whole memory thing, and I don't, and I I find intimidation works really well, so it's like my first reflex. But I really need to go. And also, I need you and Galdrien on my side. So, you know.
I have told you my conditions. I have no problem with you aside from that.
Oh, thanks in advance then. And she just hops off you and disappears.
She gets a little scritch before she manages to jump off.
When you guys, maybe a minute or two have passed, you turn around. Saiyna is standing over there. Krii is gone. Saiyna's got a box in her hands.
Where did Rhys's favorite person go? I'm sorry. Where did Rhys's favorite person, who isn't Jola, where did she go?
She said something about wanting to see what it's like to pee in a very expensive urn.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I'm sure she could take care of herself.
I can also see Galdrien being like, "Oh, that does sound like fun."
Maybe if Galdrien didn't have, like, reason to want bonds with House Tobacconon. Remember, not only is he trying to get on their good side in order to protect the people that worked for his father, but he's also trying to, he also has past experience with him in his past life, quote unquote, where he actually sailed on one of their ships with one of their princes as part of the crew.
I'm sure she will choose someone who deserves it.
Right. What's that you have there in your hands? And two of them.
I don't know. Someone gave it to me, and it seems to have slipped my mind who. But it's for you.
So on one hand, Saiyna, and this is out of character. On one hand, Saiyna is probably not a good liar. I don't imagine. On the other hand, Galdrien trusts her implicitly. So I think that latter is what he will default to.
Also, you remember random, so you've had people who
Yeah.
have had things turn up.
Random
and
just
you
turns
have
up
no
and-
memory
yeah.
of what's going on.
I mean, the only why there was it must have slipped my mind who.
Oh, it's like, oh, huh, oh, no, it can't be her. She would have said hi. All right. Well, I suppose now's as good a time as any while we're waiting.
And Saiyna will hand it over.
And Galdrien will start undoing everything.
Yep, so you undo the ribbon, and there's some writing on the outside of the scroll that says open the box first.
All right. Galdrien will slowly hold it up to himself, make sure that it's not like
Ticky.
No, it's like it's a tiny little square box, maybe 4 or 5 inches, or it's a rectangle, 4 or 5 inches per side.
Okay.
And it's not particularly ornate.
He'll go ahead and open it.
So inside, there's a small cloth bag with a note on it that says for Suna. And then underneath that is another small cloth bag that says for Ardith, one that says for Iacus, and then there's just a small pile of cookies at the bottom.
And
They are still warm and fresh.
warm and fresh. Galdrien will close the box and then read the note.
Yep, so you read it. It's written in Elven, but it's very sharp. Like, Elven is very, like, flowy and kind of a loose, pretty language to read. This has a lot of sharp edges where the loops would be.
It's extreme Elven.
It kind of reminds Galdrien of Draconic. Mm-hmm. And it says, don't worry, everybody's safe, but you need to stay where you are, regardless of what happens. A representative will be along shortly to assist you. Also count to 7 and then duck.
So, 7 and 7. duck, and then he will get down to the ground,
Yep.
crouch down.
So Galdrien is reading this note, kind of gets a confused look on his face, and then ducks to the floor. And as he does so, just a handful of daggers come flying through the air across the room, right where he would have been. On the other side of the room, there is a woman in what looks to be a fairly fancy dress. She has very dark features, very angular face, long ears, long braided black hair, and on each arm she has a bracer full of daggers. Galdrien recognizes Ardith. From one of the windows, riding in on a cloud, there is a tiny fox person with a gigantic staff who is just channeling fire and ice around her. The main door busts open. There is a minotaur with a large wide-brimmed hat, a long coat, and he has murder in his eyes, and beside him is an elf that has long, pretty blonde hair, obnoxiously pretty features. He points at Galdrien and says, "I told the lady you would be here. You imposter."
Oh, you can just get fucked.
So
No matter how pretty you are.
Saiyna just squats down, looks at God, like, and you know these people?
At which point, Galdrien says, "Well, we tried talking it out. I guess our information was correct that they would be here. Capture them alive if you can. If not, kill them."
That's how I know you're not the real me. I just rush into it headlong. And with that, Galdrien's going to go ahead and cast, take out his bow and shoot at the fake him.
All right, so let's roll some initiatives.
Am I around? Am I nearby?
Yeah, everybody is nearby.
We're just the only ones who've been
So-
talking.
Y'all can do the +2.
So that's 14 plus 8, so 22.
So hold those thoughts.
Also, Gary, what the fuck, man?
Don't worry, Galdrien knows that Ardith would never greet him with daggers.
Are you sure about that,
Not
honey?
throwing them at him.
She wouldn't seriously try to kill him.
I think Jola's question is, why do you attack first? Every time you always attack first.
You've met him.
Maybe you
He's
should
like-
try talking first.
You should meet the Minotaur.
You should meet the rogue.
Usually,
Why don't you try talking to this person that just tried to kill you with daggers?
And try to kill me.
Because usually Iacus is like, why aren't they talking to me as he's sitting there punching them in the face?
I want to make it clear. Galdrien's face is his trademark, and someone's infringing on that trademark right now.
So is this a copyright issue for you?
Yeah, he's gonna go all OFL 1.1 on this guy. Open face license. He's gonna revoke his right to have a head.
So everybody's gonna hate you, and you're going to.
No.
We would never make fun of another gaming company.
Have you met us? I know you've met us. We'll make fun of anything.
I'll make fun of anything if the pay is right.
Joke's on you. We're not getting paid.
There is that.
Mouth stuff.
But
F-bombs.
joke's also on me because we don't need to get paid to make fun of Watsy.
So, Jola, what's your initiative total there?
18.
Okay. Rhys,
I'm channeling Iacus, and I got a 23.
not terrible. Galdrien
22.
and Saiyna.
15. I roll a 4.
Well, I want you to be happy in the fact that even when you're not playing him, Iacus got over a 30.
I believe that. Yes.
What's that +2 towards again, Ray?
Your initiative and skill checks.
Okay, make that a 17.
A 17?
Yeah.
Does not affect me, though.
Even if it did, I'd still be going before you and would still be ignoring your whole, why don't you try talking it out? Because there's literally someone pretending to be me. I don't think they have my best interests in mind.
Yeah.
You don't know? Maybe they were trying to help pose as you to fight your duels while you get more information.
How about you square off against the tiny angry druid and the tall angry elf?
I don't like this because that means that I square off against the big fucking minotaur.
Saiyna will help you.
that yes.
She's got 4 arms. She can pick up that slab of beef and just...
They're the same height.
I think she's taller. I guess was like, what, 7, 8 foot?
No,
But
he was 9.
you guys are also assuming that they are all fake. You know, that they're not the real ones following a fake Galdrien.
So you're trying to say that we're following a fake Galdrien?
Obviously this is not real Eye because he has his hat and coat.
Well,
But
I mean,
we don't know
know.
that.
Yeah,
And also, you
we
guys
as the
don't...
players.
You guys don't know... none of you know Iacus or Ardith or Suna anyway.
correct.
That's true.
We've only met this asshole.
Well,
and
I'm
he
just
could be
saying,
the fake.
he is going on the assumption that they're all fake, rather than
Maybe we're the fake one.
they are the real ones following a fake Galdrien.
Actually, Rhys is gonna chime in and just say, "Kill the fuckers."
Make sure those ones aren't actually... And he'll point to Suna and Ardith and Iacus. Make sure those ones are actually fake, please, before you kill them. I kind of...
Did the other person that looked like Galdrien, what color was his aura when he started coming and yelling? And did I happen to notice?
I'll have you note
So,
that those words passed on the air were not sexual.
so let me answer questions in
Good
the order
question.
that I may or may not have received them. So, 1 is Iacus, 2 is Galdrien, 3 is Suna, 4 is Ardith. What color is the real Galdrien's aura? You can't get a read on it.
The real Galdrien, but what about the fake one?
You also can't get a read on it.
So both of them don't really have a
Strangely, at the
aura
moment,
color.
you can't get a read on anybody. Like, literally everybody has a neutral gray aura around them.
I'm a little freaked out, guys.
We're like May from Avatar.
Nickelodeon, not a sponsor, but if you want to be.
I love you, Great Delisle.
Great Delisle, not a sponsor, but if you want to be on our game, just let us know.
Do our intro.
Do anything for us, please.
We'll
Please.
do mouse stuff.
I was going to say, someone's going to make it lewd.
Read an F-bomb.
Thankfully, that's her sense of humor. But
Anyway. So.
Galdrien, before you start fighting, before you shoot that arrow.
Nope.
Nope. Damn.
that's
Nope.
okay. That's okay. Galdrien's got a thing.
Go ahead and put yourselves on the board. The only... So, I'm going to put this here, which is to say there is a massive marble table and chairs there. There are decorative plants and all kinds of good stuff that I'm not going to draw on the map. So if there's anything you would like to utilize in that way, feel free. There are gigantic windows to the east and west. Basically
Windows
where-
nuts. Eat your chin.
Well, go ahead and start off with...
Minus 50 DKP.
Yeah. Traveler, also not a sponsor, but if you want to be. There are gigantic windows. Suna, I guess I'm going to steal one of your... No.
Here.
I need Suna is actually up above.
You need a D6.
Yeah, just something to balance her. Yeah. So she is basically a story up, floating on a cloud.
Great, a flying fox.
Who gives a flying fox?
You need another d6 for your escalation die.
Yes.
Well, that's assuming you guys survive to the first or second
I
round.
mean, that is true.
Anyway, yeah. So, what I was going to bring up, in case everyone forgot, you did get a full rest. So all of your daily stuff is gone. I know some of y'all had suffered the effects of being down hit points.
Mind fucked? Yes.
So yes, you are currently back to full on everything. Just for everyone listening at home, I'm not following the standard 4 encounters per full rest method that the book describes. I just kind of give these guys a full rest whenever I feel like it.
Until you don't, you bastard.
That's true.
I mean,
Does that
trekking
really-
in the jungle.
Does that really make me the bastard, or does it make you the bastard for going into a jungle unprepared?
No, it's always the GM's fault.
Yeah, that's tough but fair.
Hashtag cabbie life.
Dicks out for cabbie.
And the
I mean, I was-
beginning of this round, I'm choosing Galdrien for the moment of glory.
Which one?
Or not moment of her radiant aura. The one that I think I know.
Yeah, which Galdrien?
The one you've met.
The one that's currently dressed up in like nice white.
Does Galdrien have a...
So you're Prince Ali?
yeah.
Yeah.
So let's call...
Yeah, he's kind of dressed like Prince Ali minus the turban.
Yeah. Since the real Galdrien is on the side closest to me, and is the one that's currently talking, we'll call him Galdrien Real.
Fuck that guy.
We can call...
The RG.
Yeah, we can call Steve's Galdrien Light. It's the same Galdrien, just half the calories.
I mean, yeah, he hasn't eaten much in his time here.
See, you missed the fantastic opportunity for that to be the original Galdrien.
The
We
OG,
can
man.
Call him the OG.
I don't know what kind of humor you think we do here, but we have dignity. And
Look, I am original recipe Galdrien, and that guy's about to be extra crispy.
So OG's over there.
yep, so
Oh, you can just fuck right off. Listeners can't even tell where you're pointing.
he's pointing at himself. Rhys is going to take off his disguise and turn out to be
I'm
Galdrien.
really Galdrien.
Oh dear lord.
So we're gonna start this combat off with the way that most normal party combats start off. Iacus leaping forward, doing something stupid. Let's see. You know what? I think it's a good physical match. Iacus is going to assume a really cool martial arts stance and just take a bounding leap towards Saiyna and try and sweep you up in a grapple. Hey, starting off strong. Does a 23 hit your AC?
Yes.
Cool. So you're going to take 9 damage, and you are grabbed.
Way to go, Iacus! I mean, no, bad Iacus.
If you pop free, you break the grapple.
Mm-hmm.
But if he is still grappled with you when his turn swings back around, some stuff happens.
Okay.
So
Is he Jasper?
Iacus leaps forward,
That's a reference they won't get.
I know.
basically grabs all 4 of your wrists in 2 meaty hands and just pulls you out to the extension of your limbs. And looks like he is getting ready to just gore you with his horns. Original recipe Galdrien, real Galdrien here, is going to shake his head at the state of having to enter combat, and
That's how I know it's not the real me.
he's going to pull his loot off of his back, hold out his hand, and just start strumming faster and then faster. And as he does, his loot catches fire, and 4 tiny warbling phoenixes leap out and start circling the 4 of you, one for each of you. While you have said Phoenix in your face, you are at a -2 to everything you do.
So it pretty much just negates Jola's thing.
Everything you do plus your defenses.
Well, fuck.
And he, since I am neither a musician nor a singer, I will not attempt. But he starts singing a song about the burning purity of a phoenix, showing the truth of who you really are. And that is his turn.
All I can think of is Rise of the Phoenix from Tenacious D.
Tenacious D, also not a sponsor, but
Jack Black would be amazing to have
Yes.
a guest on here.
Jack Black, if you
We love you, Jack Black.
want to join our table, feel free.
Sing with you, Kyle.
Yeah, KG, if you want to join us, also great. I'll make it happen. Anyway,
Plug.
Rhys,
Yes.
it is your turn.
Rhys, this box, and which one is on top? The one for Suna?
Yes.
It's like, take this over to that fox, this top bag here. I don't know what's in it.
Okay.
I'll tell you, you know what's in it, because you had to lift it up to see what was under it. It is cookies.
Okay.
Cram them down her throat.
Or do you find after
Okay,
magic?
I'll zip by, grab them, and see if I can't make a shove the cookie down her throat roll.
Right?
Would my...
You're going to need to make me an attack roll
Okay.
at just your level.
All right.
You know I'm gonna laugh if that's just an actual cookie. And
That
you
is
just wasted
14.
14.
And if you just wasted her
So,
cookies.
Plus your level?
Plus my level?
yes,
Your level 4.
18.
So 18.
18. So, Rhys, you're able to grab this bag of cookies that weighs as much as you do. Start towards Suna, or rather,
No, that's 16. I'm sorry.
since you don't know her name, that fox creature, what is channeling all kinds of weird fire and ice and lightning. And after about the second or third bolt, it's going to be very, very tough to get near her. You're pretty sure if you stay near her, you're going to get zapped by something.
Indeed.
Never mind. Fall back.
After you've already taken some damage, would you like to do anything else?
Can I make a... Let's see. Would that be...
I would. That would have been your move and attack. Yeah.
Okay, so I don't think I have any... Nope, I'm good right now.
All right. Galdrien, new Galdrien.
All right. Galdrien's going to look at the one channeling these phoenixes and say, I'm here. I really don't have time for this.
Also, while we're talking about it, since Galdrien is a musical person, those phoenixes are all singing at different harmonies, I suppose would be the correct term.
Yeah.
So he actually has a backing chorus for everything he does.
All right. Well, fuck that.
He has backup singers.
He does.
Does it look like I can attack the phoenixes? Are they close enough?
You got one swirling around your head.
There is one swirling around your head, but I'll give you, if you hit it, or try to aim magic at it, nothing happens.
Okay. So Galdrien's going to aim at the imposter Galdrien. Quick action, Song of Heroes. Everyone gets a +1 to all your skill checks and saves. And he is going to... he's going to say, this is a little song that I learned that you would know if you were the real me. And he is going to target himself, his fake self. And let me look up the spell. It is called Symphony of Pain. Because you need to stop that shit right now. And let's see.
This face is a protected property. It's a national fucking treasure.
Symphony of Pain, ranged spell daily. Because I assume this phoenix is not actually like a creature that can attack him.
Correct. It is a creature that cannot be targeted.
Okay. Targets one nearby enemy or all nearby staggered enemies. Well, they're not staggered yet, but that's okay. Charisma plus level versus MD. And I'm going to spend a luck point on that because I don't think that's going to hit. Boom. That is 19 plus charisma. So that would be a 24,
Minus 2.
25 because of the plus 1, minus 2. So 23 against mental defense.
23 hits.
All right. He's going to take 15 ongoing psychic damage.
Mm-hmm.
He is also weakened.
Okay.
So minus 4 to attacks and defenses.
Mm-hmm.
But he is enraged. So attacks will deal extra damage equal to twice his level.
Okay.
A save will end all 3 conditions.
All right. So
And then with my move...
before that,
Okay.
something happens. So, what does your spell look like?
So Galdrien whips out his own loot. His eyes go a deep, dark crimson glow in the sclera, or in the pupils, and the sclera goes black, and he starts singing a beautiful but really a beautiful song, really. But it just sounds troubling because it's in not quite in an infernal tongue, but it sounds like it should be.
Okay.
The notes and the staves on his jacket or in his armor of forbidden music start to glow a bright fiery red, and then the strings on his lute glow a bright fiery red. Has streams of infernal fire just course along the ground and envelop fake Galdrien.
So yourself then. No. So what happens when you cast that? That phoenix that is swirling around you starts matching your pitch, and then it starts pitching up and up and up, and it starts to sound like a steam whistle. And when it sees that spell going off, it just dives headfirst into your loot and explode. So you will take...
Oh, fuck you, Phoenix.
You will take 16 points of damage.
Ooh, fuck.
But you are no longer under the 2-point penalty.
Okay.
And your loot is destroyed.
Oh, fuck you. And then Galdrien is going to use his movement to rush at his fake self.
Okay. So when
that didn't involve a roll.
when you do start running in, Ardith steps in front of you and says, "Not under my watch," and pulls out 2 daggers.
Need healing.
Oh, I gave you the buff.
And
But they
then
didn't have to roll.
and then the GM took the buff away.
Womp womp.
Well, no, he still has the buff. He just didn't
So Suna
have to roll.
is going to start calling upon the wrath of her forest.
That she got burnt.
Flaming acorns.
And these gigantic flaming acorns start raining out of the sky.
I don't like having nuts to the face.
So, 1 to
It's not that bad.
Jola and 1 to Rhys, since you guys are in the back. Well, technically Rhys is over here.
Yeah, I was like, technically I'm...
Sorry, we forgot to move your mini. Yeah, so you two. We'll say this is Jola. Does a 27 hit your PD?
Yes.
And a nat 20 for Rhys.
Barely meets it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Jola,
That 20's gonna miss my man.
you're going to take 10 fire damage. Rhys is going to take 40 fire damage. I'm sorry, I read that wrong. You're going to take 20 fire damage.
Okay.
And
Well, I'm dead.
Damn.
yeah, so what happens?
He's at 30. He would.
You said 20?
Yeah, 20. I'm sorry, I misread the rider. So all of these tiny flaming acorns start just pelting you like hail. And when you go to move, the ones that have hit you and bounced around your feet have just grown vines over your feet. And then a gigantic flaming acorn just comes in out of the sky and smacks each of you. You both lose your next move action.
Okay.
Saiyna, you are currently grappled.
Popping free would take my entire action, right?
It would take a move.
Okay.
You're just going to have to make a save against a particularly difficult.
Okay, cool, because I wasn't really
You're getting
gonna
a +1 to it,
wanting
though.
to pop away from him.
Yes.
I mostly want to, try to reverse the grapple.
Sure. If you can use you have a grapple attack specifically.
I have pummel,
Yeah.
which is a grapple attack.
So
Wait a minute. How is she going before me?
She got a higher roll than
she
you.
got a higher roll than
I
you.
thought she got 17. I got 18.
No, she got.
And then,
Then
the
she
plus
added
2
a
you
bonus.
gave.
Yeah.
Then the plus 2
Sorry,
you gave
never
me.
mind. Never mind.
You remember you help your party, not
But I
yourself.
thought she was 15 and it went to 17.
It went to
That's what I thought.
17, yeah.
But then she went up to 19.
How did I go up to 19?
Or-
No,
Yeah, I thought
I
she
had-
was
I had
15.
19
Wait,
written.
No,
I thought
Oh,
she
yeah,
was
yeah, it is.
15 and then my
Okay,
plus
hold on.
2 gave it to 17.
Then let me reverse this real quick.
Okay.
Sorry.
Sorry, I misheard.
I mean, I still need to ask those questions. And I'm still going to do the same thing.
she's going to try and bully him.
Don't bully me. Jola, it's your turn. You are frozen in place for the moment. So you lose your move action, but
Yes. I'm good with that. I don't care about that. So where is the Galdrien I know?
I'm currently
so
engaged with.
the Galdrien you know is right here,
Right there? Okay.
engaged with Ardith, or a weird knife elf in a kind of vaguely fancy dress.
Okay.
I told you it would happen.
Vaguely fancy.
So at the fake Galdrien,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to do my shield. Attempt to do my.
He has
Paladin.
-4 to it. Oh, no, wait. Did he successfully shrug off the entire.
Oh, I forgot to save for him.
Save ends on his turn.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right.
He still is taking the
We haven't
effects.
gone yet. Yes, so he would still be under the effect.
Okay. I thought it negated the spell completely. It just
No,
destroyed my loot.
It just
But I
destroyed
still
your
have the
loot.
Phoenix around me, right?
Correct. So you are at a
So
minus
I'm
2.
at a -2, which basically just takes that out. So, 18 plus your 1, 16. Do I do plus my level?
Yeah, I think so.
So that's 20. So 30 plus AC.
30 versus AC
Yes.
is a hit.
Right? Because the plus 10 there.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's 10 holy damage plus 1d8 damage per escalation die.
Mm-hmm.
It's 11. So 21 holy damage. And would my Galdrien be considered nearby?
Yes.
You gain... Oh, all nearby allies. Nope, it says 1.
No.
Never mind.
Now keep in mind,
It says 1.
if you use that ability, you lose your ranged attack.
That's okay.
If you have to give somebody your shield for that ability to go off.
I mean, it might be worth it because you only lost your next move.
I lost...
You
What?
can move next round.
So your ranged attack goes off.
Yes.
You can choose to give someone that defense bonus, but that gives that person your shield, which means you can no longer use your ranged attack, your shield attack.
Oh, yes. I understand. Okay, yes. Yes.
Can you,
But anyways, Galdrien, you get +2 to all defenses until the end of your next turn.
So when that happens, The same effect goes off that targeted Galdrien's loot. You take 16 points of damage as that phoenix explodes in your face. But you're no longer under the -2 penalty. And you're able to break your feet free from the acorn vines. Now it's Saiyna.
Still the same plan. Okay, what's my DC for breaking?
You just need to make your attack successfully at
Okay.
a -2 penalty, and then an additional -2 for his grapple.
But you also get a +1 from me.
So -3?
Correct.
Okay.
And then I think is that a skill check as well, or is
No, it's
okay.
an attack.
Math. 17 -3. 14.
14 total?
Yeah.
You roll
Unless-
real low.
Well, I rolled a 13. At the level, 17.
No, add your attack bonus.
Attack bonus type.
You have-
Okay, yeah,
Plus
yeah.
10, yeah.
So that's a 25 -3, 22 against PD. Okay.
Against PD?
I've slept since then. Yes, against PD.
Alright, that hits.
Cool.
So, Iacus has you grappled. You are able to break his grapple and take control of it.
Okay, I would like to, she's gonna, like, lift her legs up, wrap them around his neck, and, trying to think of, remember how this goes.
Choke him out.
Well, on one hand, going to try to choke him out with her thighs, but also going to, like, swing around on him and leverage him and try to do, like, a suplex
Okay.
wrestling move, so she's holding him in a very weird position, but she's holding him down.
So, what effect does your grapple attack have?
Let's see. He suffers a -5 penalty to disengage.
Okay.
He cannot cast spells, and he suffers a -4 penalty to attacks,
Okay.
unless it's a natural attack. And at the start of his turn, he takes 15 damage.
Alright.
At the end of his turn, he needs to make a save, or begin suffocating.
Also, you started your turn engaged with him, I forgot. So while this is going on, before you are able to take control of it, he gets a couple of good headbutts in, so you're going to take 4 damage.
And also, I'm going to roll for stunt thing, before I forget. Oh, okay, that's not going to happen. Because I rolled a 6. I don't think the escalation die is going to get that high. You said 4 damage?
4 damage, yes. As he just headbutts you a couple of times, and then you're able to get him in a super secret double reverse grapple.
How do you like these dice for earmuffs?
She took the bull by the horns.
Nope, not gonna.
Not going to touch that one.
Nope, not gonna touch that one. Ardith is in front of Galdrien, and she is particularly focused on you, and just at a certain point says, "You didn't even try, did you, with that bad dye job?" And when between your loot being destroyed and the particularly cutting insult, she just slips in behind you and tries to stab you. That is a 29 versus AC.
Well, that'll hit.
So 14 damage.
Fuck.
I'm sorry,
Oh,
babe.
wait. Was it more than a 10?
Correct.
Okay, so when the ally is targeted by a natural attack roll of 10 or more, they and you heal 2d6 damage before taking damage. So we heal 9.
So you'll just take 5.
Double this amount if the attack is critical.
It was not a critical. You would know.
Thank God.
You would know. Yeah, she gives you a stab. Where she stabs you, you start leaking several things, up to and including blood. But also, you just feel your magic, wherever that dagger touches you, just starting to drain out of you. and there are these little rainbow and gold wisps that are just leaking now. There's no mechanical effect for the moment.
For the moment.
I'm glad one of you has a high perception. So at the start of Iacus' turn, it is now round 2. The escalation die is a 1. If I can steal a d6 from somebody. Oh god, it's so hard to read.
No, it's not.
Iacus, what happens to him? He takes some damage?
Yes, he takes 15 damage.
And Galdrien, you're still with the radiant aura.
Okay.
Okay, so you are choking Iacus out. Since you're grappled with him, he is just going to revert to rampaging gorilla mode and let go of your arms, grab you by the waist, and then just take a running, flying leap and try to slam you into the table. You said he was at a -5 for attacks?
Minus 5 to minus 5 to disengage, -4 to attacks.
Okay. It's alright. So 20 versus PD?
Yes.
Yep. So he takes a running leap and just slams you into the edge of the table, just full-on powerbomb style. You take 27 points of damage.
Ooh.
That tracks.
He needs to make a save.
And yes, he will make... what did he... 16. So
Yeah, he makes that.
he is no longer taking...
He's no longer grappled.
He is no longer...
Oh, he's no longer. He's not suffocating.
Okay, so he is still grappled. He is just no longer potentially dying. Gotcha. Galdrien. Real Galdrien. Is going to... let's see. What is he going to do? You know,
Didn't Rhys go after Iacus?
nope. Rhys goes next. So 2 of you who seem to be the most mobile.
Did my Phoenix go off with the cookie attack?
No.
I think that was before the cookie.
That's
Or the
why
Phoenix.
I
No.
thought I went.
It's not any attack attempt.
I think it's geared towards magic.
I thought
So-
it was just as long as you went after the big guy.
Saiyna and Galdrien, you two are going to be subject to an attack. Galdrien starts playing, or you know, Steve's Galdrien. This is
He takes 15 ongoing psychic.
yes.
He's also weakened, so -4 to his roll.
You two are subject to an effect. So Steve's Galdrien begins playing this demonic, devilish tune. His lute explodes. Several phoenixes explode, and introducing newcomer Galdrien, like his music is thrown completely off and just starts warping in weird ways. So Galdrien and Saiyna. So Galdrien does a 218 hit your MD
No, it does not. Not thanks to Jola.
and does a 13 hit your MD.
No.
All right. So
You got 4 hands to flip off the DM with.
Yeah.
yeah, so let me make a note. That was 2 misses on my part. Yeah, that music shatters, and in its wake there are now 4 new phoenixes, but they are fluttering around each of the newcomers.
Ah.
That will be his turn. Oh, he's got a save, and that's one whole, like all three.
Yeah,
of
one
the things.
save.
That is a 7.
He is still taking that penalty.
Now it's Rhys.
All right. So first off, I'm going to declare meta magic and do Fey trickery. Spend 2 points. So Fey trickery says, I'm going to treat a spell as if it had met a single additional effect, evens, odds, specific dice rolls, etc. And then I am going to do a Fey Shroud attack against 1d3. No, that's Fey Voice. I'm going to do a Fey Voice attack against 1d3 enemies. That's a 6, so against 3 enemies. So I'll do Galdrien, Iacus, and Ardith are the 3 I'm designating. And this is going to be against MD. So we're at -2, but +1 from you.
Yes.
So we're at -1.
It's going to be interesting to see what happens on my turn when I don't have a loot.
You have voice.
Shit. 14. Was there any other bonuses? 14 against MD on those 3. So that won't hit anyone, I'm fairly certain.
That will not. Are you counting the +1 from escalation?
Oh, no, I'm not. 15.
Why is it not 18?
Because he's at a
Because
-2.
I get +10, so that's 15. -1 is 14. +1 for escalation.
Did you
die
add
takes
your
it up
level?
to
Oh,
15.
you had your
Yeah,
level.
that's already counted.
That's
in.
already
Oh.
counted in.
15 will surprisingly hit Iacus.
Ah! All right. So, I get to choose
Also, what did you roll?
a 5.
Okay.
I choose one effect below. And so I'll get to trigger another one, and the target takes a penalty to attacks equal to the escalation die until it saves.
Okay.
So I'm going to choose 2 of these. Okay. Target is confused is going to be one of them.
Okay.
The other one, each of the sorcerer's allies gain plus 2d6 damage with attacks that hit until the end of the battle. That doesn't say against him. It just says until the end.
Correct.
Of the... So, y'all are doing plus 2d6 damage whenever y'all hit. So that does 15 damage to Iacus. And he is confused. And, oh, wait, I'm actually using the autumn clothes this time. I had designated that, which means he is going to take an additional 4 points of damage.
So how much total? 19?
Yes, 19 damage to him.
So...
And he is confused.
yes.
So you'll see, instead of the ice that has been enveloping Rhys and reaching out, you'll see just a shimmering wave of just iridescent heat coming out to this from this tiny little pixie to the Minotaur and enraging him and confusing him because he doesn't know where the heat is.
Yeah, so the damage itself doesn't appear to have done much to him. However, he slams Saiyna into the table, stands up, and starts looking around for another target to slam into, regardless of her being around his neck.
You're welcome.
Galdrien.
Real Galdrien. Me, actual Galdrien.
Certainly a Galdrien, yes.
So,
Of all the Galdrians, you are one of them.
okay. Well, he doesn't have a lute, so he's going to allow Song of Heroes to end. Its final verse is going to be that one ally of my choice gains a +2 for their next turn rather than a +1. But the +1 will end on everyone else. So I'm going to give that +2. Let's see, to Jola. So your next turn you will have a +2 to your d20 rolls, or to your attacks and saves.
Okay.
And then as a quick action,
Oh, before you do that, the escalation die is 1, so do you got to roll for your
oh yeah, I got to roll for Elvin
Grace?
Elvin Grace. I need a d6.
Galdrien is beauty, Galdrien is grace.
See if I get a 1. No, I got a 2. But Galdrien
You
is
gave us something too, didn't you?
going to use a
Plus 2d6 whenever you hit.
quick action. It's going to activate the Armor of the Forbidden Music.
That's the forbidden music.
That's right, without his lute, music is forbidden.
Yeah.
He can still sing.
That's what I told him. He has a
and
voice.
it's going to be
Doesn't he have another instrument? Like a little flute or something?
yeah, but you can't really do that and wield a sword at the same time. It's kind of like suspension of disbelief that he can even play his lute and wield a sword.
We need to get Galdrien that
One-man band?
yeah, the man band harmonica that goes around his neck.
And he's going to choose to use his weapon. Has a magical implement, so that will. Actually, no. He's gonna give himself +3 to his AC for the duration of the battle. Then he's going to try to hit Ardith and say, I know you're not real because right now the most important thing on your mind would be saving Shannara. And he's not going to try to use the sharp part of his sword, but he is going to try to like bludgeon her with the handle.
Mm-hmm.
So +1 for the escalation die. I'm no longer suffering the -1. That's 12 on the die plus. So that's 20. Is that going to be a 21 versus AC?
21 just barely hits.
Okay. So, no, I just barely hit. So, I gotta, unlike these other guys, I gotta actually roll for my damage.
Yeah, you slackers.
So,
Hey, wait, no. Between Jola and Rhys, now everybody rolls damage.
Yeah, that's true.
that's true. So 4d8 plus 4, 5, 10, 13, 15, so 19 plus, and then Jola gave me, or it was Rhys. Rhys gave me
Plus
additional.
2d6.
So I need to borrow some d6 since mine is out there. Thank you. It's cocked. It's also cocked.
There we
There
go.
we go. Okay.
Oh, what
The original roll. So 19 plus 7 damage. So that's 26.
Mm-hmm.
And how does she react when I say Shannara's name?
She actually kind of goes dark for a moment. Just her skin flushes. And she says, "You would invoke the name of my traitor of a sister."
Oh, I know you're not the real Ardith, and I will have no qualms about spelling you now.
All right. Suna is in prime sniping position.
This multiverse sucks.
Now, Rhys, you are going to be the lone target of the flaming acorns.
Oh no.
While I roll this, debate whether it is acorns or acorns. We're in the south, so
It's a corn.
No, that's what's in Nebraska. Oof. Does a 17 hit your PD?
PD, yes.
You are going to take 20 damage and lose your next move action.
Oh,
Okay.
fuck.
Are you?
Oh.
I'm still alive.
Barely.
I mean,
Oh,
the
wait.
only good lawyer is a dead lawyer, so we're good either way.
I forgot to mention. I used battle. I hit on my attack, so heal using a recovery and add a D4 to it.
Oh, yes, your flexible attack.
Yes,
30.
flexible melee attack.
34.
We really got to get you guys to stop playing all these temporary characters and go back to your real characters
Yeah,
so you
no
can.
fucking kidding.
So we can
So
fucking
my
wreck you?
recovery is 2d8 plus... Oh, that's 12. And
And
you
then-
said plus what?
Plus 1d4 per point on the escalation die.
So 24.
Alright, so that's 14. And, so that's 48. Alright, so I'm the target of a spell. Once per battle, when an attack would hit me, the attack misses instead, and the sorcerer teleports to a nearby location that it can see as a free action. So the acorns are come pummeling down, and she is like ready to just kill this fucking pixie, as one is wont to do.
Understandable.
And the pixie actually is gonna teleport behind Fate Galdrien. Not engaged with him, but no, the other Fate Galdrien.
You mean real Galdrien?
The real fake Galdrien.
The hero of the story. You want to be engaged or just...
I am teleporting from the one that is not my client. No, not engaged, but behind.
So what I'm hearing is if this one gives you a gold piece, he's outbid the other one.
I mean, yes, that is in fact a correct
Conflict,
assumption, but
conflict
not-
of interest.
That's bold of you to assume he's interested in you. Jola. I'm sorry, were you done?
Yeah, well, that was response to her attack, so.
Yeah. So, yeah, she lets out this this cry of triumph as a meteoric acorn just smashes into the ground where Rhys was, and when it dissipates, there is nothing under it, and she just starts looking around wildly.
Could I roll to hide as a free action on my teleport? Just to
That'd be a
confuse her?
quick action.
Yeah, sure. I think that's reasonable.
As I bamf. Deceitful is going to
Yeah,
be applied.
I think that's reasonable.
That's a 1. Yeah, you bitch! I'm over here!
Yeah, I'm going to say, this is probably something Rhys doesn't have to do very often.
yeah.
And so when it works, he does let out a triumphant like, yes! And Suna's head just snaps to him, and he sees a big spell coming his way.
Oh, joy.
Uh,
That tracks.
Jola, now it's your turn.
Okay. What does everybody look like health-wise?
I could use some healing. I think we could use some healing.
Well, I can only do it twice per day. So, that's why I'm kind of curious who is the lowest.
Probably Saiyna.
I have 20.
You have 20?
I'm at 48.
Oh yeah, because that attack.
Yeah, that heal helped, and then the attack didn't hit.
Okay. Okay, so...
What you looking for?
We're out of we don't have any of that on the table.
I know I'm reading, though.
Moo.
Oh, we have plenty of moo.
Is Saiyna close enough to me that I can touch her?
You can touch anybody on this combat
Oh, okay.
because you're at the back right now, but everybody's nearby.
Okay.
Reach
So...
out and touch Faith.
And this round I can move, right? I'm not
Yes.
frozen? Okay.
Yeah, you are able to break your feet free.
Okay. Or I can spend my move action and maintain my shield on Galdrien.
Yeah, it's not like he's important or anything.
Well, I mean, technically we don't know.
Yeah, right now he's the side character.
And-
Well, right now, Jola's got 2 Galdrians. She's insisting
Yeah.
that they're the real Galdrian, and She can't rely on her sixth sense to determine.
Everybody's gray. I
thought
don't-
that fox was
I
colorful.
don't like being blinded, man. So I am gonna spend my move and keep you with a shield, Galdrien. Steve's Galdrien.
Okay.
So you still get your +2 to all defenses.
I just want to be clear. This is all in good fun, and I would never dick over a player by them going, I want to protect a character, and then giving it to another character of the same name. I'm just having a laugh.
You can edit that part out.
I
We
have
have a cold, heartless fucking DM.
I have other ways to dick the players over.
Quick question. I forget, and I could pull out the book, but it's going to make out a whole bunch of noise. Can you trade your quick action for a move?
Yes.
So
So-
if you don't have a quick action, you could still move.
No, I'm sorry. You can only trade down.
I thought move was the lowest one.
No.
No.
Quick
It's
action.
move minor, or it's standard move minor, basically.
Okay.
Okay. So, and then I'll do lay of hands on Saiyna. I did not roll very well for you. So you get 6 plus 4, so you get 10.
Hey.
What kind of dice were you rolling?
Yeah.
It says 3 d12s plus 4.
So they're
Those are d12s, right?
Yeah, I'm just
Oh.
commenting on how terrible that is.
is that 14
So
or
it's
Or
6
just 10?
plus 4 is 10 plus 4, so 14.
okay? I'm more than halfway back up.
And you're cured of 1 poison, 1 disease, or 1 condition, if applicable.
I don't know.
Diana had glaucoma, and now she's cured.
I don't know. Does that little things count as a condition?
Does what?
Does that damn little things count as a condition?
No.
Damn it! I tried.
It is technically a living critter.
Horrible roll. Oh my god.
I mean, to be fair, I cured her of an Iacus that was looking to just attack her.
I mean, that's true.
So you good, Jola?
I can't think of anything else to do.
Good is a strong definition for that one.
Saiyna, it is your turn. You
Okay.
are, last I checked, in control of the grapple.
Okay, I do want to ask: is Bands of Fate in action?
If it does not have an action listed, it is a free action.
Okay. First, I'm going to. I'm still hanging from Icus's neck,
Yeah.
like a very weird necklace. So she's gonna like.
Oh, at the start of your turn, take 4 damage.
Well, thanks for that 4.
As
Sorry.
Iacus spins
No,
around.
No, that's
I rolled
sincere.
a bunch of 1s.
That's sincere because that extra 4. is with you
Iacus
anyway.
spins around and just slams you into a chair on the way up.
Okay, so she's still hanging on him like a weird ass necklace. She's gonna like do a crunch up, summon her swords, and just slice him into his back.
Okay.
So
Poor Iacus.
I'd be sorry, but he's kicking my ass here.
I was gonna say you'll have to release the grapple, but yes, you can.
Yeah, she's just mostly the grapple's not doing anything right now, other than just having her hang on.
Saiyna's not used to someone who can hug back as hard as she can.
Okay, first attack is a 22 against
Is that with the escalation?
AC.
die?
No, that is not. 23.
24, right? I ran the 2.
Hang on.
You're on 1.
Is that minus 2
10.
for the Phoenix? Or is
21.
the Phoenix gone?
21 does not hit.
Okay,
Oh, that sucks.
I get 4.
Doesn't say she's got plenty of attacks.
15 plus 9.
24.
24.
24 hits.
Okay, 1 hit. That went into a. Got cocked, and that's the same number. Yeah, okay. 16's not gonna hit.
Nope.
That's a 1.
That is also not a hit.
Okay.
1 hit. Oh.
Yeah.
But you
But
get
still.
you get your
Okay, it's 9 damage.
And don't forget his plus
I'm-
2 d.
I'm doing that.
Okay.
9, 8, 17 damage.
17 damage. What did you roll on? That was a pretty high attack, right? The roll itself?
It was a 17 on the die.
Okay.
It was a 15, wasn't it? Because you had 9. You got 24.
Yeah, it was 15 on the die, I think.
Okay.
Or was that with the minus 2?
That was the minus 2.
So it was 17
Oh,
on the
okay,
die.
gotcha.
So Iacus is staggered.
Yes! And then I'm going to use Bands of Fate to make a proclamation. Your fires return to ashes. Talking about the little...
The ones on us.
All of them!
Oh, but the ones on them are helping us.
The ones on them, I think, are going to buff them.
We're looking at Gary, and he's like...
Why else would he summon them?
So, since it's the first time we've used it, go ahead and explain what your ability does.
Okay. Once per day, I may make a proclamation about the immediate future, and it comes true. The effect should be similar to a once per day magic item power. GM will work with you to determine how you reshape fate.
Okay. So, I will let this happen,
Okay?
but their natural effect is going to go off. Their end effect is going to go off, which is that all of them will explode because you rolled a 1 on that last attack.
I'm
But,
sorry.
they have phoenixes that explode on them.
Yeah.
Okay.
And me and
Rhys.
are the only two actually going to have one explode in our faces.
Okay. So, party members who have a phoenix, you each take 16 points of damage as your phoenix explodes, but you are no longer under the effects of that spell, or those familiars. Each of the party members, the real party.
The real, quote unquote.
Listen, it says it right here on my notes. Real Iacus, real Galdrien, real Suna, and real Ardith, so that must be true.
I can't believe it's not Iacus.
Because you'd be doing a lot more math with artists.
Each of them, yes, I would. Each of them is also going to explode and take 16 damage.
I'm trying, guys.
Except technically they're going to take more than that. Because they each have 2 Phoenix.
Ah! Phoenix!
Okay.
So 32.
This is why we don't live in Arizona?
Phoenix is
Phoenici.
Except for Ardith, who something is going to happen.
I'm sorry.
Oh, you should be.
Hey, at least it's not the real Ardith, because like I
And
said,
now-
he'd be doing a lot
And
more
now
math.
the real Shannara shows up and starts throwing potions at us and we're fucked.
Please don't give him ideas. Please.
How
No,
about
she's a
that?
traitor, apparently.
How about
Well, there's that too.
Let's see. Galdrien is staggered. Suna is staggered.
I
And
really should have saved that spell for now.
Oh no.
Ardith, when her phoenix goes to explode, she holds both daggers up, and that magic siphoning effect that Galdrien witnessed with his stab wound, that happens, and both of the phoenixes are sucked into her blades, which then just flare up the same colors they are. And Ardith got a power up. I'm sorry, you guys.
I'm like, oh no, wait, she's got shit, doesn't she?
She does. Galdrien.
I'm sorry, but I took care of the others.
I'm sorry, but it's Ardith's turn.
Well, I've got plus 7 to my AC right now, so hopefully she's attacking that.
All right.
Funny you should mention that.
Funny you should mention that.
MD.
No, it is AC. Yeah, that's reasonable.
Wasn't a 10.
That is a 19 versus AC.
No,
Uh,
that wouldn't have hit even without the. I mean, it would have hit like my base AC, but it wouldn't have hit with the +2 that I'm getting from the first +2 that I'm getting from Jola.
yep. So, since she missed an attack, she's going to pop free. Oh, wait, that's Galdrien. Galdrien is going to pop free. No. Ardith is going to pop free. Come protect her Galdrien. And make a free attack against
Oh fuck!
Rhys.
I'm sorry.
Oh gosh.
Oof. That's not good.
For who?
Does a...
Is that a 10?
No.
Above a 10?
No.
Oh,
No.
damn!
That is a
Damn.
15 versus AC.
No.
Ha!
One person who needs to roll lower than a thing didn't roll it. Yeah, so she's going to...
Miss again.
Well, it's once per round. She can, once per round, when she misses or is missed by an attack. So, yeah, she steps back and tries to take a swipe at Rhys. And then basically puts herself one dagger facing Rhys, one dagger facing Galdrien. You know, trying to keep you both at bay. It's now round 3. The escalation die is a 2. Iacus goes down.
So, can I pick which ally?
Yes.
Do you still want it, or do you want me to give it to Rhys?
You should probably go ahead and give it to Rhys right now.
Yeah, okay.
So,
So, it's going to move to Rhys, the Radiant Aura.
all right.
And can I also choose to up the escalation die by 2, and I'm going to go down by 2?
All right. The escalation die for the party is now 4.
We got a 66% chance of
That
the next
expands
action.
my crit range.
Yeah.
So, Saiyna, as Iacus is about to slam you into the table again, both of your swords sticking out of his back, he just falls forward and lands on top of you and gives out one final just and dies.
What the fuck?
Galdrien is going to start by taking some damage.
Takes 15.
Yes, he does. And he's going to coordinate with Ardith, and when she swings at Rhys, he's going to come around your other side. And Galdrien, you recognize the beautiful melodic humming of a song blade as it just and tries to slice into Rhys. Well, you know what? Actually, I want to thank you, Jola. You really just helped me by increasing the escalation die.
Oh shit.
Oh, great.
So as he does that, the attack misses. 3 more of those phoenixes fly out. 1 around him, 1 around Suna, and 1 around Ardith. And where that blade passes by you, you are now taking 9 ongoing fire damage.
Okay.
Save ends.
Save ends. As it passes by you, it just whoosh, lights you on fire.
Okay.
And then he falls to the ground, leaning on his song blade. He looks like he's on his way out, but it is your turn.
I took the 9, so I'm at 23.
Oh, and
So
he doesn't save out of the... Actually, yes, that's correct. I'm sorry, I was thinking of Berserk, but that only affects his hits.
yeah.
Or is that all damage?
All damage.
How does that spell read?
It just says enraged, which is a condition.
Okay, then it's only the hits. So, yes. Go ahead.
Okay. I am going to do a Phase Shroud attack against Ardith. And I am going to spend Meta Magic feat, or Meta Magic, for Fey Chaos. The first attack roll with the spell that misses, I can re-roll against a different enemy within range. So that puts me down to this many spell points. 4. Alright. So rolling against Ardith, it is going to be against mental defense. And I have to... So I'm engaged with both Ardith and
Galdrien.
So this is actually against both of those. It's against each enemy engaged with it.
Okay.
So we are getting no pluses from him.
+4 from the escalation.
+4. So it's cocked. Oh, I wish I'd... So tell me, is this cocked if it's... Because...
If it's leaning up against the sidewall of your dice
Okay.
box, go ahead and just re-roll it.
I'm just going to do it right here because my dice box is being dumb. let's see, plus 13, so 17 against mental defense.
So that is going to hit Ardith, but not Galdrien.
That's okay, because I think he's on his way out.
All right. Well, so if it missed against Galdrien, can I target Ardith again because she is
I would say no because she is still a target of the initial spell.
okay. Is Suna within close range?
Close? Yep.
Okay. Then I will target Suna as well.
Oh, you done goofed.
I mean,
We all know that Suna is the dangerous one.
okay, that's
yes.
a crit
Okay.
because expanded crit
So
range.
what happens to Ardith first?
So Ardith, that was a 4 on Ardith's roll on the dice.
Mm-hmm.
She takes 10 psychic damage, and 10 psychic damage each time she attacks me or my allies. 11 plus save ends. It was a natural even hit, so increase the damage for all parts of the spell by 5.
Mm-hmm.
So she takes 15 damage and 15 damage each time she attacks us. Suna is taking 10 damage, and there is something that happens to Galdrien. Suna takes 10 psychic damage, and it's a natural odd hit, so she's unable to make opportunity attacks until the end of my next turn.
Okay.
Except if it's crit, is that
The
double?
double damage.
So she takes 20 damage and 20 damage each time she attacks an ally.
Okay.
And I had a natural even miss on Galdrien, so I teleport to a nearby location that I can see. So I am going to teleport next to our Galdrien.
Boop, boop.
So yeah,
All right.
and then I'm going to try to save ends on the 9 fire.
You need 11 or better.
That's a 6.
Well, that's not the number I told you at all.
Yeah.
Just roll an 11. How hard is it?
Actually, it's 8 because she's given us +2 to saves.
No, there you go.
Still not an 11.
So, Galdrien, it's your turn.
All right. The Iacus on the ground looks dead.
He looks dead.
Dead.
He has 2 gigantic scimitar wounds in his back.
Well, I guess he's not getting a cookie. Ooh, it gives me an idea.
Stare Galdrien in the eyes while you just stuff all the cookies in your mouth.
No, he's going to take out. He's going to hand out his hand. Give me that cookie. And take it from Rhys, and then he's going to put it on his bow and shoot it at Suna.
Okay.
Hurting my fox.
Not your fox.
See, the real Suna
Aiming
would
for
have
the
been
snoot.
worried about the cookie being hurt.
I mean, that's true. She would have died down to save those cookies.
Expend a luck point on that because just definitely expend a luck point on that. Last luck point. Oh, wait, I still got one more. Nope, that's it. So that's 50.
Those are 4 from escalation.
Okay, so that's not going to do me too bad. So that's 13. What's on the escalation die?
4.
Okay, so that's going to be a 19 versus AC.
19 does not hit.
Fuck!
So, your
Fuck me.
your arrow goes past Suna out the window.
But it was a cookie.
I'm going to give you one more reroll on it.
Okay. I just need... Oh, there we go. That's a 12 on the die, so that is going to be a 26.
So Suna watches it go out the window past her, looks at you and says, "Did you just shoot a bag at me?" And the tip of her staff starts glowing. Roll your damage.
Okay, so that is going to be 5. Somewhere, so that's 9. 12. 15 plus 4, so that's 19, and then another 2d6 from Rhys. 29.
Okay. So,
Those are obviously some tough cookies.
Yeah.
Needed some milk with that.
I am out of luck points, though.
so whose D6 was this? Right. So she says that the tip of her staff starts glowing. She points it at you, and then from outside you hear Kree's voice go, "Hey, watch where you're throwing this!" And the arrow hits Suna in the back, and bag of cookies comes flying back in and tumbles onto the ground.
I guess I was...
Suna falls over and lands on her staff, and there is a rather large explosion. After which, that side of the room is just engulfed in flames.
I'm still going to use my move action.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
And because I still have a quick action as well. So, going to walk over to the fake Galdrien. Or I guess Ardith is still there, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
If you move that way, she's going to intercept you.
All right. Well,
Yeah,
that's...
she's gonna be your problem
that's
anyway.
a brilliant plan. Do it.
Yeah, do it. Do it. Let me see if the spell I want to use is a quick action, because there's a possibility I can't even do anything.
Are you trying to make sure Ardith gets sandwiched between two Galdrians? So is that what you're trying to do?
In someone's dreams. There's your first $69 a month piece of art.
Yeah. Let's see. Let me look at my spells real quick.
That
Sorry.
interception
See-
is gonna take damage. For
Well, see,
attacking.
now I want that piece of art to be like, it's from behind Ardith looking at Galdrien, and he's going like, "You're so pretty," and her blushing, and then him like leaning over her shoulder to kiss Galdrien, who's also behind her.
Okay, so I guess that's going to be all I can do for this turn. So, shit! I forgot to roll my
Elven
Elven
Grace
Grace.
should be easy.
It goes off. It goes
Hey.
off. Hey, so I get an extra action. So, in that case, I'm going to take a move action. So since I have another action, I'm going to take a move action to get in Ardith's face.
Okay.
And I'm going to say, "I love you," and then just shank her with the sword. That's going to be 11 on the die plus 8, so that 19 plus 4, so 23.
Mm-hmm.
Does that hit?
23 hits.
Okay, so 4d4. Nine, that balances it out. Rolled a 1 and then an 8. And then another 1, so that's 10. Another 8. Rolled a 1 and 8, a 1 and an 8 on a d8. So that is going to be 18 plus then the 2d6. 18 plus 5, so 23 plus 4. Thank you. So 27 damage.
Hey, Ardith is staggered.
Yay!
And then with his last battle cry of this particular type, Saiyna gets to heal using a recovery plus 4d4.
Okay.
Well, 44 will bring her up to full.
4d4.
Where do you
Not
get
for
the other three?
T.
Where do you get the other 3 Ds?
Oh, I'll give you 3ds.
3 Ds and 3D.
23.
I've seen Total Recall.
31.
You want to talk about somebody that was high off coke coming up with that movie?
Okay, how much did you give me?
A recovery plus 4d4. D4.
D4.
Peasant dice.
Peasant die. 7. 10. 11.
And that's because he has the adventurer feet for that particular.
I've only done
battle
4
cry.
now.
Thank you for telling me. I'll be with you shortly.
Uh-huh. Yeah, you do that.
Jola, it's your turn.
My turn. So, I guess I need to ask, do you want me to use my last lay of hands on you over there, Rhys? Or do you want me to go after... No? Okay. Then I will attack.
You get +2 to your next attack roll. That's what the +2 was for.
Yes.
It wasn't to your saves, by the way.
Okay. And then do we still get the 2d6? Okay.
Till
Cool.
the end of the battle.
Let's attack. I'm going to attack the fake Galdrien.
I'm gonna attack the darkness.
Shit.
Sorry, or this not Edgeward.
This is.
So +2 plus whatever escalation die is higher.
Oh, and I'm attacking with my astral seal.
Okay.
Sorry.
I was waiting for you to tell me what you were
Sorry.
attacking with.
So
So I don't count my level, right?
No, you
Okay.
just use the
So
bonus that's
9.
listed.
So that's 15 plus the
4
4. So that is 19. So 21?
+2 from.
Yeah.
I think she's including that
Yeah.
already.
Yeah.
So 21 versus PD.
That hits.
Hey. So it is 10 holy damage. And until the end of my next turn, the target takes a -2 penalty to all defenses. And then you or any ally who hits it before the end of their turn regains 8 hit points.
Okay, well,
Oh, plus the 2d6.
About that.
About that.
Oh, is he already dead? I'm still gonna roll it.
yeah, roll it.
Can you add 6 to Ardith for flame damage?
Any particular reason why?
I'm in the autumn
Oh, yes.
stance and I did damage to her.
You know what number she's at? 69. She's taking 69 damage.
You're welcome.
So he took 16 holy damage.
All right. So, what happens is your astral seal goes off over Galdrien's head. He falls forward because he was just kind of leaning on his sword. If Rhys were presented the opportunity for an attack, would he take it?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Well, given the fact that she only has 2 hit points left, when Galdrien falls, Ardith turns her back on Rhys to call out for him. And how does Rhys attack her?
He'll grab his crystal scepter and just backhand her across the face because he's.
Galdrien's the one that's engaged with her.
Oh, it is Galdrien. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I was looking at the wrong mini. So forget all that. Galdrien, would you have taken an opportunity attack?
Yeah. This is not the... he can't really bring himself to skewer her through. Or, well, no. No, you know what? He's going to go ahead and penetrate her from behind.
Yeah. She lets out a cry and falls forward. She's not quite dead. Galdrien on the floor has, reached out to her in his final moment, and she kind of just crawls over to him and dies just inches away from his hand.
I will go ahead and step over to him and say, I'll be taking that, and I'll grab his sword.
Okay.
And you owe me a loot, and I will grab his loot.
Yes, you do so.
With the body.
You looted the body.
I looted the body. We finally looted the body.
No, I've been waiting this whole time. Let the Barty hit the floor.
And tell the Sky Dweller to stop fucking with me, please, and then just right through the back with his own sword.
Point of order, client. How can he tell anyone anything? He was already dead.
You did just stab a dead man. And when Galdrien pulls his blade free, the entire tower starts to shake. And the archons in the room just scatter. as bits of the ceiling fall down, and that's where we're going to leave off.
Oh fuck! This is one of those things where we tried to do the right thing and shit went south.
You didn't do the right thing. How do you know? You didn't even try talking to him.
I gotta grab those cookies on my way out. Galdrien runs and grabs the cookies before they get caught up in the blaze.
And Saiyna is kicking the Iacus's body off of her.
Yep. So,
Rhys is looting the dead Galdrien.
With what's left. Hey, he's got
Rifling through pockets.
Wait, does he have money on him? Does he have the party's funds on him?
That's what I was going for.
he has the funds of a more successful party.
Hey, you have money
Now
again!
I have the funds
Rhys
of a more
has money.
successful. That's true. That's true.
No,
You are
I would like to think that Rhys is like, ooh, this is my chance to loot the body. And he pulls it up and there's like, let's say 100,000 silver in there. And he's like, what am I going to do with this peasant money? And then just leaves it.
I mean, you probably can't lift it. If you can barely lift cookies.
So, yeah. Did you guys get the answers you were hoping for?
no.
Nope. Gary, what the fuck, man?
Well, listen, I had to take something from each of you.
You finally did it. Finally killed the party.
And I said I would kill the party by the end of the year.
I mean,
Joke's on you, it's January.
yeah.
I know, so
It's the middle of January.
so I started out by killing the party.
Yeah.
All right, you guys got anything?
So many questions.
Good. And I promise to resolve none of them.
Yeah, we figured that.
Hey, you're like Marvel.
Marvel, not a sponsor, but if you want to
Please don't sue us.
be. Yes, also that. Instead of us giving you money, how about you give us money? Winning strategy. Actually, that goes for anybody. Don't sue us, give us money.
Yeah.
Yeah, welcome to the average adventuring party where you don't sue us and you give us money.
I think that's how that works. I hope.
Speaking of the average adventuring party, find us at the places, do the things, go to iTunes and leave us a damn review,
Please.
please, 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 for
Even
the
if it's
band.
just- Even if it's just, saying, hey, I listened to this.
We nearly need to add it in our tagline. Average adventuring party, we do mouse stuff. Like,
I mean, it's pretty much there.
yeah.
But only give us 3 stars because we are average.
Yeah, I would like to think that everyone takes that, and enough people give us like 3 stars and 2 stars to give us 2.5 stars.
Well, since the minimum is 1 star, you can't give something 0 stars. 3 stars really is the middle point.
Not true.
I don't know how iTunes works.
Mathematically.
We'll say, yeah, that works.
Yeah, you know what? At this point, I don't care what the rating is. Just give us one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck this shit. I'm out.
Well, if you're going, I'm going. And speaking of going, that's all I got. We'll see you guys next time.